Benji,
What is up?
we're doing, hey, good to see you.
Good to see you.
It's May 12th. Baseball is a tough game to play every day, Benji. And we are currently
Cold.
taking some L's.
We
Cold,
are. I was thinking
cold.
about that. I was like, do I need to do mushrooms to like snap? Like, I've lost my sense of things. I think obviously I'm in my head because we're just, playing a gambling game here. But I am so obsessed with baseball in the off season because I have no interest in other sports really. I have to like fake it with football that I get so obsessed and I'm so desperate for any information that I feel like when the season starts, I'm very dialed in. But then as all the games come and the injuries, it becomes a sea of information and then I don't keep up as well and I feel like maybe that's what's happening, but again, this could just be a loser playing
Oh,
Monday morning quarterback.
I want to say, just the final score was 3-2. It's not like we were like, I mean, Philly can win that game. I don't think there was a bad. I think that the St. Louis Cardinals are currently 9-0 in their last nine,
Yeah,
and they're
and
hot.
yeah, and maybe I feel like I may have influenced you. I feel like I was a bad influence here. Um I think I should have respected the Cardinals winning streak a little more cuz they're not exactly scrubs. And
Mhm.
B, I think in my heart I have to do what is hard to do, but maybe it's the truth and I think I need to downgrade the Phillies a little bit. For a while they were like, to me, for the last 3 years, despite the Dodgers, they felt like the kings of the National League. They had Wheeler and Nola and what's his face in the pitching and a good bullpen. And then they had Harper and Schwarber and Utley and all these other dudes. And
Mhm.
so I feel like I've been holding them up in a way where it's just like, oh, the Phillies are they're sort of your daddy in a way where it's like the Phillies put 10 runs on you, how could you be surprised? But they're getting older and maybe I need to not hold the Phillies as high as I have been for a while now.
Yeah, it's interesting. It can sneak up on you. You see a team as this great class of the league team, and all of a sudden maybe they're not. I think with some, they still have a killer lineup. Bryce Harper and Trey Turner and Kyle Schwarber
Did
and
I say
Blanca.
Utley instead of Trey Turner?
You did. But
He's
I
got
got
Utley.
you.
They kind of have that white guy
I've got yeah,
look like a top kind of
I've
thing.
they're still very good, but I don't think their bullpen is as strong right now. And
Right.
I think that the Mets are for real. I think they might be for
Oh
real.
my God, the
And
Mets are very for real.
I think the Mets are for real. And I also want to say that if I mean if we're not it's not one of our games in the slate, but tomorrow Spencer Schwellenbach is taking the mound for the Braves. And I think the Braves are going to be 500. And they were so deep in the cellar. The Braves are going to be 500 after tomorrow. I really think so. I would wager on that game probably. Um, so the NL East is gonna be tough. I also still like, I think for plus 115 on a team that's 8-0, it's probably a good bet. But I don't regret betting on Sanchez and the Phillies at home to just stop the streak. I really don't. And 3-2, man. 3-2. 3-2.
Yeah, but I hear you, and yeah, I don't think. Yes, the score at the end of the game says we're not idiots, but at the
Mm,
same time, I gotta eventually say like this ain't the same lineup that's mowing through people or that's intimidating teams. It just isn't. And even though like I still have some optimism for them for Trey Turner and Bryce Harper and Schwarber and all these guys who simultaneously be the best versions of themselves. I'm starting to say, well, they're getting older, or you
sure.
know,
Yeah,
Something.
most of those players are on the other side of 30. And that is 30's
Yeah,
meaningful. 30's meaningful in baseball. You know?
it really is. It's
30
an
is meaningful
everyday.
everywhere.
What's that?
30 is meaningful everywhere, I think. Yeah.
I mean, we everyone over 30 ever remembers when your body started feeling differently.
Yeah.
And
Totally.
I don't think it really happened for me until like 33 maybe. And then obviously you have other you devolve in different ways.
But you weren't a professional athlete,
I wasn't, but I still think I rem I was on TV trying to look hot and sexy and skinny on TV. I was like really trying to be in shape, and I remembered when all of a sudden it was like this is just a little bit harder.
Sure. Sure.
But no,
Sure.
I am not an
Me
athlete.
too.
You are right.
Yeah. But I know exactly. I don't.
I was
No,
an
but
actor
that's
trying to have a six pack
right.
on television.
That's a good analogy. And
Yeah.
that's a good comp. That makes total sense for me too. Um, okay, so here's the one question, and then we'll move on to tomorrow's game. Tomorrow is Luzardo for the Phillies against Sonny Gray. Luzardo minus 150. Sonny Gray's getting a plus. Would you feel differently about that? Or like, because I've been really hot for Luzardo. I think we got hit on Luzardo last time. But, I mean, and we don't have to dwell, but I'm just curious, like knee jerk.
Knee
How do,
jerk. I
yeah,
feel like Sonny Gray just had a really great. Didn't he just like
I
have a
think
great game? Yeah, he did.
I
He
think
just
he
won
did.
7 innings, 8 strikeouts, no earned runs, 2 hits, 1 walk against the Pirates. Granted, they're the Pirates, but that's pretty
But
good. And
yeah,
I don't mess around with Sonny Gray. I mean, when Sonny Gray's being the best version of himself, you got to tip your cap.
I'm a Sonny Gray fan.
But Luzardo's playing very well too. And I love both. I love Luzardo. Sonny Gray, I wouldn't say I love, but I respect. And when he's doing his thing, you best to tip your cap. Um, Here, let's look at the.
I mean, I think just quietly, that's a very good competitive series, and probably not many are watching it.
Yeah, no, I'd agree. It looks like the Phillies are negative 155 and the Cardinals are plus 130. I mean,
I mean, you're getting a better number with Sonny Gray than you got with Liberatore today. I'm doing that.
yeah. Yeah, there's just something about that game where I'm just staying away if I can.
And
It's
luckily
just
you can.
too.
It is not the game of the day.
It's not the game of the day. I look at that game and I just go, beats me.
Does
Maybe I take the under, but
mm,
yeah, but yeah,
under. I mean, truthfully, the under was probably the sharpest play of all of them. Yeah, in today's game that we lost,
yeah,
3-2
yeah,
final. We both liked. I liked Chris Sanchez, and we both liked who was pitching for the Liberatore, who was quietly having a very good season. Okay,
yeah,
great. So that is behind us. We shake it off. Tomorrow's a new day, right? We gotta we
yeah.
gotta be we gotta be goldfish here. And so we're gonna talk about the Padres hosting the Angels tomorrow. Angels and
Also a
Padres are
super
currently.
fun game.
Why do you think it's a super fun game?
Uh, Southern California Showdown.
Great.
Um, Soriano is fun. Dylan Cease is fun. They're two pitchers who are very good, but not necessarily playing their best. I think
I think Dylan Cease is pitching better these days. I'm into Dylan
no,
Cease.
Dylan Cease is
No?
a 491 ERA, and he only has
Oh.
one win this season.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
Oh,
but his last
okay.
game he pitched good against the
Mm.
Yankees. He went 6.2 innings, 9 Ks, 1 hit, 2 walks. Pretty good.
Oh, I like that. And
Yeah.
it was in New York. He hasn't pitched at home in quite a while. His last game at home was against Tampa, and he only threw 4 innings and he lost.
He's playing better at home. He's got a 3.48 ERA at home and a 6.41 ERA away.
Okay. Yeah, I mean,
Um,
yeah, okay. And why? And see, I'm less into this game. I think of the Angels right now. No Trout, no. Somebody else got hurt again. Like, there's just not a lot of. I mean, I do like Zach Neto. I really do. I do like Zach Neto. I think Zach Neto has real potential to be something in this league. Uh, I'm trying to think about who else I'm into right now. Joe Adele's that got that hot and cold thing. I mean, what is going? Ward's not playing. Why are you
I
excited about
mean,
the Angels right now?
maybe it's my SoCal bias, but Ohapi's playing very well. Neto, who
Logan
you said is
O'Happy.
playing very well. I know he's 0 for 20 against Cease. Solar is 0 for 20 against Cease, but I like Solar. I don't know. There's something about the Angels that is just fun for me. And I really think at first glance, everyone thought the Angels were going to be as bad as the White Sox
Sure.
or the Rockies, and they almost are, but they're not. And
Yeah,
so I don't know. I just I don't know. I just have this thing where I still believe in the Angels to put a good game together, especially when Soriano's pitching, who's one of their better pitchers, even
I
though he's
just
not that good.
you brought up that great stat about Soler, and so I just was curious, and I looked at Fernando Tatis against Jose Soriano. It's not a big sample size, but Fernando Tatis has batted 3 times against him. He's gotten 3 hits. He's 3 for 3. He's batting 1,000 against Jose Soriano. I like stuff like that. I mean, I can tell you now. I mean, I think again, similar situation, and I feel very square. Okay, I feel very square. I don't want to lay 220 to win 10 on Cease, but I don't hate the money line, the run line play of the plus 115 and all. I think I'm going to take the Padres on the run line. Padres are winning 5-3 currently, right now as we speak. It could be the same score tomorrow, and that pays. And it's Cease instead of I don't know who's pitching today.
Hmm.
That's what I'm leaning toward. Oh, Ranger Suarez. Oh, it was Michael King. Robert Suarez is the closer. Michael King pitched today and threw 8 strikeouts. Did his thing. Only threw 5 and 2/3. No quality start. Not wildly awesome.
I'm gonna take the Padres in the run line too. I think it's the obvious bet. Part of me would say like, do I take the over? But it's at negative 102, and the Padres run line at negative 1.5 runs is plus 114. So there's a better payout with the over at 7.5. There's a world where it's like 6-1 and the Padres win, and you go, yeah, they kind of blew them out. So yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
but
with you.
Cease in that 4.91 ERA is suspect. But okay, great.
Yeah, but
You're with
he just mowed down the
he's right, the
Yankees.
Yankees in Yankee Stadium. Maybe he's finding it. I hope he is. I
Yeah,
like Dylan Cease.
and he pitches better at home. So if that New York game on the road is an indicator that he's turning the corner, I think Dylan Cease is the kind of guy who can be a little bit in his head. He's like Buddhist or something. Like I saw a clip with him the other day, and I was like,
He's
okay,
Jewish.
he what?
I thought he's Jewish or partially Jewish. I thought I
Is
heard that.
No, I mean maybe,
No?
but I don't think he is. I keep up with my
Okay.
Jewish baseball players.
Yeah,
No,
sure.
I just saw this clip with him where he was talking about like something, and I was like, okay, Dylan Cease isn't like a jock only. He's a little divergent. And so I think someone like that might get in their head. And yeah,
I like
I'm with you. Run line. Padres.
I like when the foofy ball players make it to California, I do. I think that,
Yeah.
it's got to be so great.
Yeah, you're
You
safe
know,
here, bro.
oh, you're safe. Just yeah, get weird. Be you, What
Yeah.
a life. What a life. Would I love to be a professional athlete living in Southern California? I think more than anything. Seriously.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I
Seriously.
agree.
What a, I mean, yeah. Um, great.
He's an amateur disc golfer too.
Do you see Dodgers living where you live? Do you run into Dodgers in your neighborhood, in your part of town? Because
No,
I know
but you
there's
know it was
lots
really
of
cool.
Dodgers by you.
No, they're in Studio City.
Okay. I mean, yeah, right. Like Freddie Freeman and Clayton Kershaw. I think Mookie Betts. Yeah, he's anyway. But yes, I know that they're there. Okay, so
But you know
more
who lived
Studio
down the
City.
street for me for just like a few months, and then after I moved here, he left was the coach of the Rams.
McVay.
McVay was here, and what was
Cool.
really cool about McVay living down the street, he had full time. maybe it was just nighttime, but he had like an armed guard in front of his house. So I was like, I am so
Yeah,
safe.
great.
200 yards that way, 100 yards that way. I have Tim McVeigh's armed guard, and I
Not
saw him
Tim,
like once or
Sean.
twice. Sean,
Very,
whatever.
very
Oh yeah.
different.
Yeah, sorry, not the Oklahoma
That's
City Bomber.
it's
Uh,
funny. As soon as I said McVay, I'm like, that sounds kind of Oklahoma City bombery. I didn't. Yeah,
yeah, but he's
great.
tall in real life.
These athletes.
Well, next to football
Well,
players, he
like, yeah,
always
right.
looks small.
He
And then I
looks.
saw him in real
I
life.
was
I
gonna
was
say,
like, that guy's like 6'2".
oh, but next to these linemen,
He looks
of course,
miniature on TV. Yeah,
of
no.
course.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's great. It's good. Good to have good neighbors.
Yeah, Tim McVeigh
Um,
moved, but it's all good.
great. Um, well, terrific. Uh, they treat I was in Oklahoma City for a long time for a project, and like, there's a lot of stuff about about the Oklahoma. Yeah. Anyway, it's a thing. Okay, great. Let's drop that. Let's go back to baseball. What a great that's a really color. That was a great anecdote. I really, really brought it today. Uh, we've got the Padres tomorrow on the run line. Let's right this ship. We're still, I mean, listeners, fans, stick with us. We're still plenty up. We're 75 and 64 up on the season. So don't give up now. We're here.
I'll eat mushrooms if I have to.
Okay, that'd be great. I'll join you. Whatever it takes. Whatever it takes.
We can
I'm in.
microdose it.
Get weird. Yeah, we'll get it. I think it's great.
You can still teach a class in San Francisco
I'm
on mushrooms. You're not going to be the only person in San Francisco on mushrooms teaching
That is
people.
it probably in that room. You're probably, yeah, probably right. Um, well, good luck us, and we'll talk tomorrow. All right.